So San Francisco Small Business Week, we've been doing it for 10 years, and it's really about inspiring, educating, and connecting small businesses to help them thrive all year long, year after year. And I've been lucky enough, I'm Leslie Malloy, co-chair of Small Business Week, along with president of the Small Business Commission, Steve Adams. And together, we've been involved since its inception, and it's really about being more impressive and more resourceful to you every year. So we're really looking forward to having you enjoy the rest of the week and today, which is very special. In fact, it's the top-ranked part of Small Business Week, a day where you get lots of great information and interaction. So to join me today to kick off the Small Business Conference is the Executive Director of the Office of Small Business for the City and County of San Francisco, Regina Dick-Endrizzi.
Thank you, Leslie. This year's theme is Small Business Shaping Our Communities. Small businesses create the vitality in our commercial corridors, our neighborhoods, and shape our communities. The Small Business Conference has become the most popular of the offerings during the week. And this year we're featuring free educational, inspirational workshop, TED-style talks, success panels, and a procurement panel and expo. The last session ends at 4:30, and there will be a reception afterwards. The San Francisco Small Business Week is hosted by a hardworking volunteer committee, including our honorary host, Mr. Mayor Ed Lee, Mark Quinn, the District Administrator for the Small Business Administration, and Emily Shanks of Bank of America. Thank you. The committee comprises of the U.S. Small Business Administration's team, Tong Chen, Marlo Schindler, Hannah Bell, Kathleen Butler, the San Francisco Chamber of Commerce, Leslie Malloy and Taryn Tando, the Renaissance Entrepreneur Center and the San Francisco Economic Development Alliance, and Sharon Miller, the Council of District Merchants Association, Henry Karnilowicz and Jim Maxwell, the Golden Gate Business Association, Jason Holstein, SF Entrepreneur Edith Young, the San Francisco African American Chamber of Commerce, Bridget LeBlanc, SF City, Jeremy Wallenberg, and Strauss Events, Adam Strauss and Allison Schaefer. And now it is my direct pleasure to introduce to you our presenting sponsor, Bank of America, for this year's Small Business Week. Bank of America's Small Business Regional Executive on the West Coast is Emily Shanks. And Emily, I'd like to invite you up.
Good morning. It's a real pleasure to be here, and Small Business Week is a very exciting week for all of us, and we are thrilled to be the presenting sponsor. We understand the power and the significance of small business that it has across this city, and it's exciting. It's really exciting to celebrate the entrepreneur spirit that San Francisco holds. Bank of America has a long history in San Francisco, as I know many of you know. We have over 100 years in California, and then our founder, A.P. Giannini, opened the doors of Bank of Italy in 1904, not 2000, 1904, and then later became Bank of America in 1930. Since then, we have had a lot of influence and a lot of participation with the city to build it to what it is today. We were part of the funding of the building of the Golden Gate Bridge, the building of the Bay Bridge, and then more recently, the building of AT&T Park, and the funding of the renovation at the Ferry Building, and many other projects that have helped build and make the city what it is. We also are on the ground individually helping people person to person to make their financial lives better every day. The heritage and commitment lives on through our philanthropic work and the efforts that we have every day on small business, through working with small business owners to help them grow and thrive. Mayor Ed Lee has made great strides in our city to support the small business community and encourage new entrepreneurship. We have worked with him on projects such as Sunday Streets, which is the largest and most popular open street program in the United States. This is increasing foot traffic to the neighborhoods so that the businesses see more people every day. Last year, Mayor Lee launched the Entrepreneur in Residence program with the help of the White House to bring Silicon Valley innovation to government. The multi-week program gives entrepreneurs the opportunity to tackle programs in government, including healthcare, open government data transparency, and improve efficiency. During Small Business Week in 2013, the mayor announced the launch of the Emerging Business Loan Fund, which made $12 million of affordable loans available to support small businesses, boost the local economy, and create jobs. The Emerging Business Loan Fund program extends financing to businesses that cannot access capital through traditional sources and institutions. It focuses on lending to entrepreneurs in communities and growing industries, such as manufacturing, apparel, and accessory sectors, while creating jobs to low-income individuals. In this vibrant city, small business owners have a terrific opportunity, and our team at Bank of America looks forward to the continued work our continued work with the mayor in partnership and to support the local entrepreneurs. Please join me in welcoming Mayor Lee. Thank you.
Thank you for that introduction, Emily. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning.
Well, what a great time it is to be in San Francisco, weather-wise, economy-wise. You know, I've been thinking about the lottery these days, trying to see if I could win that lottery one of these days. But one of the reasons that I'm thinking about it is if I could dream about winning that, I'd probably end up spending all the money here in San Francisco, because we have such a rich conglomeration of businesses and people that are making things here in San Francisco and providing great services that I can't think of spending it anywhere outside of this great city. So that's what I've been thinking about in terms of getting rich, spending it all here in the city. Well, you know, not everybody can work for the city and county of San Francisco. And that's also been on my mind as I've been kind of closing out these 27 labor contracts and trying to balance an $8 billion budget. We're right in the middle of it, and hopefully in the next 2 weeks we'll wrap it all up. But I can see why this city is so attractive, because today we've got 65,000 small businesses in the city, county, of San Francisco. They comprise over 230,000 people that can find jobs. And that's the reason why they comprise 95% of all of the businesses in our city. So when we have these conferences, there is not only a statistical appreciation, but the strong feeling of our city's recovery is reflected in the growth of our small businesses. And while everybody doesn't want to be an employee of somebody else, the strength of entrepreneurship is very strong in our city, and it continues to be. And there are so many reasons why. One of the reasons is you got great financial institutions helping them create. B of A, thank you for your sponsorship for this great conference. Wells Fargo, thank you for supporting today's event. And again, thank you to Demetrius at Square for doing the flavors. All of you who are succeeding in the big roles, and some of you who are small, you're supporting the others. And that's a story that continues to resonate throughout the rest of the country. Businesses helping other businesses, and then those businesses helping our communities. I've added a number of things to my very busy agenda on a weekly basis. As you know, every Tuesday I go out and visit a business in the city, and I get to talk to not only the CEOs and the CFOs and the people working in those businesses, but I also get to talk to the employees and find out what is so attractive of the city for this talent to be in the city, and try to meet those challenges. And usually it's about transportations or schools. Now these days it's about the price of housing and housing costs and building more housing. That's where we generate some of our ideas. Well, I've added to that weekly meeting, not because I want to get out of City Hall, but because I want to get out of City Hall. And on Fridays now, I've added an hour where I get to go to all the commercial corridors of the city and walk them and just feel what people are doing. I stick my head into the local restaurants and coffee shops, or the ice cream parlor, which I usually stop longer than the others, or the local toy stores or the retail outlets. find out what they're doing, what their challenges are, and see what else we can do to help them along. And in listening to all of them and to talk with them and to react with all the policy discussions that I have with Regina and with our small business commissions who are very active in our office, with our economic development office and our small business programs, we get these ideas. And these ideas turn into immediate reality. So it is that we create 1, 2, 3 license abilities where small business can get their license and permits quickly. We'll open very soon a single portal for all the small businesses that want to begin and want to just have one place to go rather than come in and stand in line in 5 different agencies waiting for different permits and different attitudes to be had. We'll have that online. We'll have that open 24/7 so that people and entrepreneurs in your pajamas can actually get your permits done. These are things that we're looking at to modernize. But there's also things that are big picture things that we're doing as well. I'm glad to see Jose Cisneros here this morning. He's helping me roll out a new business tax system for the city. In the next 4 years, we're already begun. And it's going to be of great help with all the hours we spent talking with the small business community and seeing whether or not a new business tax outside of the payroll tax, different from the payroll tax, would help the city. Small businesses weighed in, and we know very well that our new business tax will reflect of great support for small businesses in our city. And he'll do more, along with our assessor's office and all the other agencies. As you know, we've got loans out there, we've got grants. We're matching them up with our district captains and our police force to make sure each of the corridors are safe. And we've got neighborhood grants that our Invest in Neighborhoods programs are working very hard to get out there. It is no longer, in my estimation, so much about money. Money is around the city. It really is harnessing that in ways in which it helps people succeed, gets those jobs. And you know, I'm going to also thank the small businesses as well as the large ones, because you're all helping us do some great things in jobs. Helping me so much that I can go out there very boldly and tell our youth, how about a paying summer job for 7,000 of them this summer? We did that just this Saturday with the help of so many businesses, and we're going to be having a big meeting with all the businesses, and they're going to be raising their hands because I'm going to ask them a simple question, a question that I've asked throughout the city. Who helped you get your first job? And all you have to do is spend that lovely 30 seconds, and you'll realize somebody helped you get your first job so that you become the CEOs and the deputy managers and the regional managers of your great agencies and institutions. And as we relive that, I hope to create yet another generation of kids that appreciate how, when you become successful, you turn around and help the next person become successful as well. This is the culture of San Francisco. This is why I came and decided to live and then sacrifice my golf freedom for being the mayor of San Francisco, is so I can help a lot of other people realize the dream that the city offers. But it is more than a dream. It is investing in each other. This is what small businesses do. They ask for help, they turn around, they invest in others' help, and this is how great, huge conventions come into town. You know, the conventions are no longer asking just to ride the cable car or go up to Nob Hill or get on to Fisherman's Wharf. They're asking, where are the real neighborhoods of San Francisco? Where can I go out and see things that I haven't seen before, visit and taste and experience things that are very strong in your neighborhoods, because they're coming from places where it's probably a lot of vanilla, a lot of the same things over and over again. And they want to see real culturally diverse, different communities. And that's why we've got 25 different neighborhoods that we're investing in. I'm proud this week to announce our small business honorees, and you'll see that great diversity reflected in them when I go through their names. They are the Ichi Sushi and Knee Bar. Is, of course, Selecta, the automobile repair shop that's really changing the way repair shops have been in history past. The Hayes Valley Bakeworks. Hampton Creek Foods. Gosh, talk about a new mayonnaise. You got to taste their mayonnaise. egg-free, no cholesterol, I guarantee you. The Electric Bike Superstore. The Triple Voodoo Brewery. Talk about, yes, getting on that. And of course, I added in Mozzeria because they're pretty special in our city. They're a pizzeria that was started by two deaf business leaders that are now taking orders because of technology and the abilities of blending technology with their small businesses. They're able to take customers' orders, take live orders in their restaurant, and their entire staff is deaf. So these are stories that others are going to tell over and over again. They reflect the richness of the city, the diversity of the city. This is our strength. This is what we do. This is how we are successful. And these continue to draw the biggest conventions around the world to come to San Francisco, see what we are doing, see how the businesses are helping us. And of course, they're helping government as well. So again, this is a way of me saying thank you to all of you working together. You know we've got strong movements in the city. SF Made is one of them, and I can't leave the stage without thanking, again, Mark Dwight and Katie Sophus, because they're leading some 4,000 people working in SF Made manufacturing in the city, working with the entire small business community, saying we can get back to real great manufacturing. And again, many, many stories about the technology overlay that's happening there. They pump in $395 million a year. That's a great, great story. So congratulations, everyone, for the Small Business Week. Thank you again to the partnership we've had with SBA for many years. You and the entire Obama administration have been wonderful in setting the tone and making sure that the country also focuses on what cities are doing. Next year, I get the privilege and honor of hosting the U.S. Conference of Mayors here in San Francisco in the year 2015. 300 mayors from across the country, and we're going to add international mayors from around the world to that conference to come right here to San Francisco, see what we're doing to create jobs, maintain good environment, help our kids in education, create jobs for everybody, keep our cities safe. All of this is part of a whole network of relationships. And the ones that know how to create relationships are people that are in business, because that's how not only you survive, that's how you succeed in the city. With that, I'd like to take this opportunity to present to you the proclamation that signals Small Business Week in our city. And if Leslie and Regina can come up, please accept this proclamation on behalf of the city for your wonderful work and leadership, and to all of you that are part of this great week. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank you, Mary Lee.